I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. I'm the head coach for JobSearchCoachingHQ.com and NoBSCoachingAdvice.com. And this is a behavioral interview question that obviously be asked of a salesperson, but variations of this are asked of people in the C-suite or at a manager level and above to talk about situations where failure occurred, because this is really what the question's about. Tell me about a time you failed. Now, the key thing always to remember is that the goal is not to blame others for the failure, even if others were a part of why it failed, because ultimately you're responsible. And as a salesperson, as someone in the C-suite, it is really hard to admit that you had a part in the failure. So understand what firms are looking for is dissecting and doing a post-mortem of the mistakes that occurred on the sale. So you can start off by saying, look, I want to be very clinical about this and break down exactly how the mistake occurred. And you've got to go through the sales situation. And one of my favorite things, especially with salespeople, is to point out, in reflection, and one of the things I made the mistake of doing, and you soften your voice and you think theatrically and put together the situation in a way where you say, one of the things that happened here is that I believe the client when they talked to me about their pain point and what their issue was. And I shortcutted my process because, frankly, I believed what they had to say. But there was a secondary issue that was almost as important as the first that I missed. And as a result, another firm was able to beat me on the deal. A terrible mistake on my part. There's just something where I felt connected to the interviewer or to the client. I thought they were giving me everything I needed. And I have learned from this to go through my process of investigation no matter what. And I can make jokes about it where I'll say, hey, look, you're very clear about what you want, but just bear with me a little bit because sometimes there are secondary things. I just want to make sure I address those issues as well that our product or service can satisfy too, because I don't want you having any doubt about our ability. So it's always about you and the mistake you made. And if you're in a sales leadership role, it's not about the junior staffer and the screw up that they made. It's about not giving them the resources, not managing them effectively so that they don't take shortcuts, not inspiring them sufficiently to hit their numbers. You get the idea of where I'm coming from with this. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, I hope you give it a great review in Apple, on YouTube, on Facebook, wherever you see this. And if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Once we're connected, if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, message me through LinkedIn. Let's set up a time to speak for a preliminary conversation. I'd love to help you. Hope you have a great day. Take care.